Okay, so how to talk about what we were doing. So um, there's a couple of layers to the work that we've been doing. The first thing is that the first couple of days of coding were not really any user interface work. It was all, the first day was kind of talking about how does the FedWiki architecture work, and basically we were learning about FedWiki. The second day, the morning was kind of learning about Holochain and getting people it's installed on people's computers, and then kind of starting to work with the model or with the Holochain model for implementing Federated Wiki. And then in the afternoon, we got into that some more. Wednesday all day was kind of building some momentum of coding the Holochain code. And then yesterday we got into building some, like, basically a super simple user interface that can start to access some of the backend methods. So you're going to see the user interface when Jason goes. But so I'm going to talk about the API instead of the user interface. So so the Holochain API is slightly different than the Federated Wiki API. That's fairly obvious. So what we were trying to figure out was how can we bridge those, and what we came up with is you have the Holochain server, and I'll try to sort of demonstrate this in a way. This speaks to the Holochain API and enables you to edit and create a page and edit it. So that's running at localhost 3000, for example, on my computer, right? So this is running a particular server. This is the Holochain server. Then what we wanted to be able to do, our goal, is to be able to go to a live FedWiki site, such as connor.outlandish.academy. And we want to be able to pull data from that Holochain, from a running Holochain server into another Federated Wiki. And to accomplish that, we need to create a bridge, and that's what I've been working on today, which sort of translates from the Federated Wiki expected API to the Holochain version API. So as David described it, that means three things. There needs to be a favicon being served, a sitemap, and JSON for every page. So every page in a Federated Wiki is basically just a blob of JSON. It should be popping up so that I can show you. So it's just a blob of JSON, and so the JSON for each page needs to be accessible like this. So first we had to figure out how to create that JSON, and we've got that working. So so to kind of give a little example of this middleware, this bridge that I was talking about. So this is a different port than my my Holochain server. This is port 3002, and from 3002 I can query the favicon. Got to get this running. Just a sec. So this is proxying to the Holochain server, which is serving up a favicon, and it's also serving a it's not yet serving a sitemap, so we still have to do that, but it is serving JSON for pages. So I'm going to see if I can query that. Welcome developers.json. So right now, welcome developers is an empty page. Blow this up a little bit. But we can see that if we add an item in here, then this becomes a populated object. For some reason, it added it twice, but this is JSON in the format that that Federated Wiki expects it. So tomorrow we're going to work on, or tomorrow we're hoping to demonstrate being able to pull a JSON object from a Holochain FedWiki into here and import it into a live FedWiki server, creating that bridge. So yeah, I can show you just a few quick things. We've been working off of this this project board on the Holochain FedWiki repository, and today with my little proxy server that I created. I'm just going to show you the repo for that. It's hard to hold the mic and type at the same time. You're going to like this, David. So this top one is Holochain FedWiki proxy. So this is a simple little Express server, which is 45 lines long. Thanks. Sorry, I know it's supposed to be quick, but it's been a week long of work, so. As we said, basically it just proxies these three things: sitemaps, favicons, and page titles, which are variable, and it passes them through to the Holochain server and responds with the JSON. So the work left that I want to do is the sitemap, getting the sitemap, which is basically a list of the created pages in your Holochain wiki so far.